All right, guys, I'm back. Been a busy day, running family around. Excited it's Friday. Uh, let's get after it. We got Proverbs chapter 27. Don't brag about tomorrow, since you don't know what the day will bring. Let someone else praise you, not your own mouth, a stranger, not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the resentment caused by a fool is even heavier. Anger is cruel, and wrath is like a flood. But jealousy is even more dangerous. An open rebuke is better than hidden love. Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. A person who is full refuses honey, but even bitter food tastes sweet to the hungry. A person who strays from home is like a bird that strays from its nest. The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense. Never abandon a friend, either yours or your father's. When disaster strikes, you won't have to ask your brother for assistance. It's better to go to a neighbor than to a brother who lives far away. Be wise, my child, and make my heart glad. Then I will be able to answer my critics. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Get security from someone who guarantees a stranger's debt. Get a deposit if he does it for foreigners. A loud and cheerful greeting early in the morning will be taken at a curse. Will be taken as a curse. My goodness, I'll read that again. A loud and cheerful greeting early in the morning will be taken as a curse. A quarrelsome wife is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. Stopping her complaints is like trying to stop the wind, to try to hold something with greased hands. I'm going to read that one. My goodness. My brain feels like it's Friday. Whew. A quarrelsome wife is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. Stopping her complaints is like trying to stop the wind or trying to hold something with greased hands. That was much better. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. As workers who tend a fig tree are allowed to eat the fruit, so workers who protect their employer's interests will be rewarded. As a face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the real person. Just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but a person is tested by being praised. You cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain with mortar and pestle. I'm going to read that one again. Keep making little silly mistakes. You cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain in mortar and pestle. Again, mistakes. Goodness. Lots of reading, guys. Oh, man. Doing some testing with my students. Listening to a lot of reading. Doing a lot of reading. Try it one more time. You cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain with mortar and pestle. I'm calling it. That one was good. Good. Moving forward. Know the state of your flocks, and put your heart into caring for your herds. For riches don't last forever, and the crown might not be passed to the next generation. After the hay is harvested, and the new crop appears, and the mountain grasses are gathered in, your sheep will provide wool for clothing, and your goats will provide the price of a field. And you will have enough goats' milk for yourself, your family, and your servant girls. That might be my favorite passage, definitely, of Proverbs 27. I like this. And the crown might not be passed to the next generation. In all of the historical things that I've seen, in all of the history books that I've read, passing the crown to the next generation is often simply an expectation. Imagine how much better people would operate if they knew that, hey, this might not be meant for me, or for my children to have forever? And how much better of a steward would you be of that if that was the intent? And I think if we look back at history, so much cruelty was, um, so much cruelty transpired simply because, no, this is for me and mine, and this is not for you. And so people would kill each other for power and position, and simply accepting it through Proverbs, saying that, hey, I'm going to do the best I have. I'm going to love the people around me. I'm going to serve the people around me. And just in case this crown doesn't fall to my next generation, those people that I loved and cared for would want to love and care for me. Now, that is a leap of an inference, obviously, to make those inferences. But I don't know, that just makes so much sense. And I haven't heard it said like that before. I think oftentimes it's simply implied that you have this position, power, and authority, then your children will naturally have those positions, power, and authority. Now, in today's day and age, we often see that fall. You could be a doctor and have children that live a lavish lifestyle, or just a high earner, and that doesn't mean that your children will aspire to be that. They can do whatever they want, like whatever they want, have certain disciplines. And it was definitely more understood that in previous days, your family would simply inherit the greatness that you had attained, whether that be through finances or through people or power or position, whatever it might have been. But back then, thousands of years ago, imagine having a ruler that didn't act like his reign was guaranteed and just loved everybody. I like that message a lot. The crown might not be passed to the next generation. I love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed some time with the family today, and I think it's going to be a busy, eventful weekend. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.